Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome my very special guest, Akela B. Hi, Akela.
Hi, Jean. Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Happy Sunday morning. It's such a cool, beautiful, no humidity, sun shining. It's a gorgeous day out. But for you,
Yeah, same thing here. Same thing here. There's no sun. It's not really sunny today, but later on, you never know what'll happen, right?
okay, all right. Yeah, it's like going in and out. And
Yeah.
hello, Evelyn. Hello, Christine
Hi,
Thomas,
Christine.
and Samantha, and Donna Marie. So nice to see you. Uh, and Lacey Gray. Aren't you guys glad your names are back? Do you remember when we were looking at the names and they were like Lacey 1 2 4 7 8,
Oh,
like they
wow.
were like they were the original letters
YouTube.
and numbers, and
Wow.
not like what you want your name to be, but they switched it back. But I think that they're doing some changes and improvements. So, standing in light, Annie Bear is here, Stephanie is here,
Mm-hmm.
Nancy Riker,
Yeah.
Wanda Grant, Dawn Turner, nice to see you, Jessica Lynn. Hi, everybody. So nice to see you. And I love when you guys say hello to everybody else. And Mary, and I do see that several of you are on Akila B's channel
Thank
and coming through. So thank you so very much. Please
Yeah.
do go over and subscribe and support Akila B. She is a new YouTuber, not new to she's been doing her due diligence and has been practicing and really studying for a couple of years now, and but she's new to YouTube, fairly new.
Yeah.
But please go over if you haven't gone over and give her a share, a like, and subscribe so that we can build up her channel. So that you don't have a lot of features, you don't have a lot of abilities when you have the lower numbers. Like she doesn't have. I don't know. Do you have a community board? I think you do.
I think I do now. It's just me going in and messing around with it because I think I checked recently and I had 147 subscribers. So thank you to everyone who subscribed and is streaming from my page. Thank you, thank you. It's appreciated. But yeah.
Yeah, and it just it with every if you get 100, you can do certain things on your channel. If you get 500, you can do more things, and so on. So it's quite limiting for us, and that's why they like open up other, I guess,
Features.
features
Yeah.
that we can utilize that really makes our life a lot easier. Why they do that, I don't know. It's yeah. Stephanie says they were the usernames in the comments. That's what they were,
Oh,
and I couldn't tell who anybody was.
oh
I,
wow.
I'm like, I think your name was this. Are
Wow.
you this? It was really hard, and but yeah, it was fun. So nice to see everybody. So yes, we will be doing readings today, and um, we are going to be providing messages from your loved ones. And if you would like a message from your loved one, kindly provide the name and relation. So just like you could say, my brother Joe, my boyfriend Dave, my grandfather Will, like just whatever the name and the relation. Or if it's a pet, you could say my cat Fluffy, or and we'll know that that is a passed on loved one, and we'll go from there. But and this way, it's you guys have. If we have any other questions or if something else comes up, we can ask you. Um, Also, we're doing spirit guides and angel questions today. Please put your questions in caps and emojis. I have everybody's for up to date right now. If you didn't, that's fine. I have your question because I don't, in between readings, it's hard for me to see them. And the questions are chosen at random. So, and I like to turn this off, you guys, because I feel like I'm in a bus, right?
Because it's
I just get a little dizzy. I get a little it's just a little distraction for me. Um, yeah. Thank you. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jessica. Got you guys. Oh, oh, thank you, Annie. She says, please smash the like. uh, yeah, and Donna's saying, good, congratulations on the 145, Akela.
Yeah, thank you, Donna.
And Akela has been around. She's been on the Crone Zone. She's been on with Scott Scorpio. She's been on with Allie. So um, she is working. She does a lot on her own as well.
Yeah.
And so we want to really support that.
And then I've been on last 2 Saturday nights with Linda Kennedy, Butterfly Readings with Linda and Judy in the Skies. Yeah, we did 2 shows. We didn't do one yesterday. Well, I didn't do it. They had their show. But yeah, we've been on together. Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice. I'm just checking everybody. That's all right, John. I'm hitting anything that's in caps. Um, Hi, Namira, and Evelyn. All right, so Christine said she already subscribed to Akela. Thank you very
Thank you,
much,
Christy.
Christine. Yeah, and I see other people over there on your channel right now. So, all right, we have a lot here, you guys. So let's go ahead and start with Christine, and then after Christine is Vandana and Stephanie.
Okay.
Vandana and Stephanie. So Christine says, I would love to hear from my best friend Louise. Aw. And she passed on 9/11, 2017. She's saying that she's saying it feels like it's been a while. She said, and yet it feels like it was just yesterday. She said the memories keep us connected and keep us alive. She's saying that no time has passed on the other side. I don't know if you still are in contact with her family, but she's bringing up a son. Did she have a son? She's bringing up her children. Um, and it's when you, I feel like maybe you do connect with her family, and it's like a bittersweet because you know what brings you together is her passing. It's something about somebody's son. She's showing me somebody's, and this is like a grown adult, like maybe in his 20s or 30s. She's showing me a lot of love, a lot of healing. She's showing me healing hands, and sort of her hands in the shape of a heart. I don't know, I don't know how they do it, like something like this. She's saying that she does nudge you too, Christine. She loves that you're aware and open, but she is trying to nudge you. I don't know if things pop up in your daily life that remind you of her, but I feel like she does nudge you, and I feel like you are connected as soul sisters or soul family. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Yeah, son, yes, he also passed, but still connected to her daughter and granddaughter. That's what she was saying about her son, that her son is there with her. I didn't know what she was saying about her son. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, how about you, Miss Akela?
Okay. So the first thing I heard was, woohoo, thought you'd never ask. So when Jean said her first line, now I can't think of what it was, I chuckled because it was like, there's been a period of you maybe wanting to, but not wanting to. I don't know if you got busy, but yeah, she feels very light-hearted, very, she was fun, very much fun, but she wasn't the wild type of fun, is what I feel. When you went out, you all had a great time together, but she wasn't the one we would say was the life of the party. You know, you have that friend who is the life of the, and then you have the friend who's very kind of pulled back, but they know how to have a good time. That's what I got from her. She wants you to know that she's just a thought away. Okay. Another card that I got earlier was that you are never alone. So that tells me that she's always with you. So just remember that every time you think of her, and I know you know this, Christine, she's right there with you. And whenever you're feeling like you miss her, or that, okay, you can't feel her, or you're wondering if she's there, just remember her. It says, remember me by the happy memories we created. Okay. And what's interesting in this card is that it's an image with a lady and her daughter. And Jean, Christine said that she has a daughter and a granddaughter who is still here on earth. So I feel like as I look at this and think of what you just wrote, is, keep a connection with them, so that it helps, that also helps create some sort of balance, I guess, when you feel that you're missing your friend, or being around, if you can, if you live close, or maybe even keeping in communication with the daughter and the granddaughter, I think is what she's saying here. Remember her by the happy memories you all created. And that's what I have for you, Christine. I hope that helps.
Her family and I talk every week. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
And that's that soul bond that is just so strong. And she's just really grateful to you for being there for them. How sweet of you, Christine. And that's that bittersweet as well. Um, okay, Vandana. Is Vandana still here? Did she say hello? It's Vandana. And I think I saw Stephanie say hello.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna scroll up. I don't see.
Stephanie said she's there. Is Vandana still here? She, okay, she's here.
Yes, she's
All
here.
right. May I request a message from my spirit guides?
Okay.
So, Vandana, I do feel as though you are bringing in some new spiritual gifts or awareness and or signs and synchronicities. It's not that they're confusing; you're just wanting more meaning behind them, and they and they what they say is if you dream of a bear and then you see a bear, uh, like bear. Um, dry cleaning or something, whatever. Like if you see a bear, it's like a validation. And they just want you to know that the connection is there. They want to make the connection. Whether you see a penny on the ground, whether you see numbers, whether you see hear a song, they want you to say, I can feel the connection. I know I'm connected, and I know that I am feeling, seeing, and sensing from the spiritual realm, and they just want you to acknowledge that, and they want you to say, they don't want you to say, what does this bear mean? Why did I dream of a bear? I don't know what it means. What could it mean? And they said that the meaning is lovely if you want to look up a spiritual meaning behind it, but the most important part is that you know that it came from the spiritual realm and that we're connecting with you, and they're trying different things. um, There's, I was listening to somebody say something about swans, and I was actually looking at a picture of a swan at that exact moment. And I thought, whoa, that is that is a connection, you know? And that's they just it's not coincidence is what they want you to know. It's just not coincidence. They want you to trust what you feel, sense, and hear, and that your spiritual abilities come with the trust, the confidence, and the openness. Like if you doubt and say, no, that was just me, I really didn't get that, they can't come in and send you more signs and synchronicities. So that's what they want to tell you, Bandana. How about you, Miss Akela?
It's interesting that you talked about the swan, the bear. I think you also mentioned something about with voice, right? I can't remember exactly because I was trying to understand this card. So I was guided to go to my Palladian deck for you. And the card I get said sound codices, right? Sound. And if you look up top, well, down top, we have this, looks like a leopard. I'm not too familiar with the spots, can't remember all of them. But on top of that, you have all these sound, these um vibrations. And the card says, when we break down the structure of sound, we discover that within it rests packets of information or codices that contain within them the ability to alter physical matter. What spirit is guiding you to do, right? Because it says by engaging in song and prayer, the human is then given the ability to reshape existence by sending sound codices via prayer to all aspects of their life. So spirit is asking you to begin a sacred practice by opening and singing with your heart. Sing to the birds, sing to the trees, sing to the insects. Just sing out to the sky, and they say in that you're showing gratitude. I know one of the things that I've started doing, and my neighbors probably think I'm crazy. Like this morning, a dragonfly came and landed on the railing right where I was standing and just kept staring at me. So I said, good morning to you too. You know, and the dragonfly just stayed there looking at me. Well, I think it was looking at me. It probably wasn't. But I'm not going to doubt what I feel because I felt that. So when you walk through the park or if you're walking down the street or under a tree and you hear a bird singing to you, sing back to the bird, you know, and in that way, you are somehow, I feel like this is your way, one of the ways that spirit is also sending you information, but through these sound codices. So try, excuse me. Wow. So try it and see how it makes you feel. It'll feel weird at first, but once you begin a practice, you're going to start to feel a difference. You're going to start to see a difference because more and more um, animals in nature, I feel, are going to kind of like try to communicate with you. So you gotta let us know, Vandana, and I hope that that helps. Oh, and that's what I have.
She
Jean.
said, I feel blessed to be connected.
Oh,
And yeah, and it takes all of us. She says, thank you for the guidance. You're welcome, Vandana. Thank you. All right. So next is Stephanie. After Stephanie is Donna Marie. And then after Donna Marie is Samantha. All right. So Stephanie says, may I please have a message from my spirit guides? Oh, another one. Okay. See, I don't read them until I put them up. I really don't. So um, thanks, Donna.
okay. I'm gonna say the song that I heard in my head, Stephanie, and it's Tina Turner's "What's Love Got to Do with It," and then I heard everything. So that sentence of the song, and then everything. So I don't know, and I'm going to see what I can get, what's going on in your life. But whatever it is that's going on in your life, the message is that love conquers all. Love plays a big part. If you find yourself in conflict with someone, you can't fight war with war, right? sometimes we have to step back. And sometimes I feel like I'm tired of being the bigger person. I'm tired of walking away. I'm tired of. But if we keep clashing, that's not going to settle anything. And even if settling it just for you, your peace, your sanity within, right? So love has everything to do with it. But you can go ahead, Jean, and see what you get. Hi, everyone.
Wow. That was really cool. And I love when Akela gets those instant hits. They're really, really powerful, you guys. Wow. Um, Let me just see. I was engulfed in your
Oh,
in your reading. I was like, oh my gosh. Because I could feel the intensity. So Stephanie, I feel as though you may be a little critical about yourself, about your where you are in your process, and um, your spirit guides just want you to know that you're right where you ought to be, right where you're meant to be, and that it's important to practice non-judgment, not only of others but especially of yourself. Non-judgment, not don't be critical, and be supportive to yourself. Like they want you to practice being your own cheerleader. um, I do feel as though you may have like this habit of negative self-talk. Like
mhm.
if you drop an egg, you'd be like, "Oh, Stephanie, you're so stupid," or just like those habits that we get into. But and they just want you to work on saying more loving, more supportive things. Also, you can work on some affirmations. We are more powerful than we realize. That our words are carry frequency and energy, and our belief system creates our reality. So the sooner that you can um, get away from that ego critical side and move into the spiritual flow side, the you'll start. And it's not whether your abilities will develop, and they call it develop. But what I also know is that our abilities are revealed or remembered, and this is where it's really important for you to stay away from that negative self-talk in order for these abilities to come forward. And that's what I have for you, Stephanie. Did you get something else, Akila?
Yeah, I was guided to a deck and I got the moon card for Stephanie, right? And the message says, take note of intuitive messages. Um, but the moon has phases. And with each phase, I think, Stephanie, with each, it's a way for you to, what I'm feeling is like it's a way for you to help release and maybe heal, because I felt in your heart, because my heart felt that way, a bit of sadness. Is it really sadness? It might not be sadness. It could be because Jean, you said something about negative self-talk. And when you said the negative, that kind of like hit so and having negative self-thought could be a bit of sadness too, right? Because of what we've been told by people, in all our life. So we have all that ball of you're not good, you can't do this, you're not tall enough. So that use the moon. I think the moon is giving you messages to help you let go and release some of that ugh. That's what it feels like. Ugh, that's built up inside of you. Look at the two ladies in your profile picture, right? There's one, her eyes. What I like about it is that they both have different, if you look at their eyes, they have different messages in their eyes. The one lady to the right, her eye seems a little bit more nurturing, comforting, like it's going to be okay. But to me, when I look at the lady on the left, whose eyes are looking at me directly, there is, I feel a bit of sadness, a bit of insecurities. So there, and to me, when I look at it, I see like the sun and the moon in the two ladies. So for you, use the phase of the moon, or maybe even the image that you have as your profile picture, to help you work through whatever it is you're trying to let go of, but somehow no matter how you try, you feel like you're being sucked back in. Because it's not a one-time thing, right? It's we think we buried something or we let it go, and then later on a little aspect of it pops back up and we're like, oh, here I go with this scrap again. So the message for you is the moon, and whatever it is you're dealing with, pull love into it. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you are forgetting what somebody did to you. Forgiveness is breaking yourself from the bondage that situation had you tied to for however long. Okay? And that's what I have, Stephanie. Hope it helps.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I love it. She says, I'm not in conflict, but I'm tired of being dragged into my family's gossip when I already cut them off. And
Mm,
then she says, yes, it comes from years of abuse. And although I've worked on it, I have a long way to go. Yeah. And that's understandable. As long as you're aware of it, that's like 9/10 of it. And just give it away to your spirit or give it away to your angels. Whenever you feel yourself say, oh, Stephanie, that was so stupid. Just say, oh, that's not what I want to say. Angels, take that from me. Take that thought, take that language, take that habit from me and give it to your angels. And sooner than you know, the more you do this, the less and less this is going to occur. So she says, no, it takes years to undo of negative influence. Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can, a daily practice that you can do, if you probably already do this, if you have the space to do it, if you have a backyard, just go out in the backyard, put your feet in the grass and just chill. I go out there. I tell you, my neighbors must think I'm the most kookiest person out there, but I don't care. I put my chair in the middle of my backyard and I'm surrounded by trees. So I just listen to the birds. I listen. Sometimes the birds are not even singing, or the wind in the trees. And now what I've been doing is I have a book out there and I ask Spirit, what do you want me to know? Sometimes I hear nothing. Sometimes I'm going to get messages, but I am grounding while I'm doing that and asking them to help me remove what does not serve me, you know. And the more I do it, the more I'm starting to see like situations from childhood that with people that I interact with daily now, and how I can break or what ties they had. So try that and see how it does, how it works for you, Stephanie. I hope it helps because it's been helping me.
Yeah, and I love that you said the sun and the moon because her on her icon, the moon has like usually you see it in the half face or the profile, and the sun is usually, you know, those sun and moon motifs, and that's just
Mhm.
so beautiful. I love the whole insight in there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so thank you, Stephanie. Next is Donna Marie, and then Samantha. After Samantha is Lisa Davies. So Donna Marie says, may I ask any message from my mom, Dot?
Oh, okay.
So the first thing I heard is sit up straight. You know, I don't know if she always said, put your arm, don't slouch, put your shoulders back. She wants you to, she's saying this to me as soon as I start tuning into her. And you said any message. So she said, um, sit up straight. And she does want you to honor yourself, treat yourself with honor and respect first. She said, you deserve that. She said, try not to shrink around other people's opinions or ideas. Like Akela went outside and she didn't care about what her neighbors thought, you know. And I think that you may still have like you have care or you're worried about what other people might think or say. And she said, sit up straight, put your shoulders back. Not unless she's telling me. She might be telling me. And to walk proudly in your energy. And she's saying that she's with a sister. Did she have a sister that passed on the other side? But she said sister is here. Um, and she's saying that she's very She's unconditional love is all around her, and beautiful, like golden metallic kind of um, energy coming out from around her. I feel like she may have been a religious or pray had believed in prayer, a lot of prayer. You know how they have that halo around religious figures that have that metallic kind of golden. This is what she's showing me. Not unless there is something that you have that is referencing, but she wants you to know it's just like this. Um, she hears your thoughts. She knows that you talk to her all the time. Um, and she said it warms her heart. So keep it up. And she said, don't worry if you haven't talked to me for a few days. She said, that you have your life to live. And that even when you do is when she's overjoyed, because she knows that she's still alive, that you didn't just forget about her, because she's not gone. She's still alive and she's still connected to you. So that when you do connect to her or any of your loved ones, she knows that you know that they're still they carry on, they continue on, and that this is something that she wants to validate for you. So that's what I have, Donna Marie. How about you, Miss Akela?
Okay. So Donna Marie, just to check, and you don't have to answer, but if you can, that'll be great. I I felt when I was going in and I took a breath, I felt a weird pain in my chest, and it's gone now. But it was like a sharp pain. So I don't know if that's saying that if she maybe had chest issues, heart issues, or just breathing issues. Because I took the depth. I took the breath really like, and I okay, okay. So then it took me a little while to kind of like get over that, because like, what is that chest pain, that discomfort feeling? So I went to the cards, and she wants you to know, and that what she is learning a lot. I don't know how long. Oh, she had difficulty breathing on the last day. Okay, all right. Thank you, Donna. She's learning lots of stuff over there. And another thing I saw, Jean, that you mentioned when I went after the breathing issues, when I went in, you talked about that halo. And that's the light. That's her mom's light, because my behind my eyes, I saw this light coming in. And I'm thinking, I'm like, is that my light in front of me? So I kept like tightening, opening my eyes, and the light, the wave of light. So she comes in as this, it's a beautiful light, Donna Marie, just so that you know. Um, and she wants you to know that you, interesting that this has that golden white light right here in the image, that you are never alone. She
Wow.
is with you. And this, she was psychic told me. Oh, yeah, because that's how she's coming in. It's beautiful, but that's what I have for you. So I guess she's the chest issue, and the is to confirm that it was her that I was seeing. But I'm hearing that you talked to her. Yeah, but you are never alone. She's always with you. And she's learning a lot of stuff over there. Yes, you said she was psychic, but when you get back over there, she's probably learning a lot of new tricks and trades of ways to communicate with you and to communicate with others. Maybe even I'm hearing in my head to steer you along your journey as well. Yeah.
Yeah, she said, Mom and I talk often. I always ask her advice.
Okay. Nice.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Donna.
Yes. Thank you, Donna. Wow, that was really nice. Really beautiful images that she gave us. And that unconditional love was really just a beautiful feeling. And um, I love seeing what they're doing and what they see and feel on the other side. And, I generally ask if they ever want to talk about it, but sometimes they don't. So it's just fascinating. Um, So Samantha is next, and after Samantha is Lisa Davies, and then Jessica Lynn. Um, Hi, Samantha. I keep feeling tapping on my shoulders. That's what I get too. Do my spirit guides have a message for me? Yes. They say, do it, do it, go, do it. They want you to do it. And they want you to acknowledge them. And they want you to um, take a step outside of your comfort zone and to believe
Mm.
that they're there and they're supporting you. I do. I know that feeling, Samantha. I wait till you get the hand on your back. But I get that. I get that. I'm like, I feel like somebody's like tapping me on my shoulder. Is it like here? But yes, they do. They do. They're encouraging you. They are supporting you. They are asking you to continue with the ideas that you're having at this time to move forward with whatever you're doing. Um, mhm, I love it, and the connection. Uh, they want you to know that there's good, you know. Yeah, that's the spot. She said, "Oh my gosh."
Right on that.
Um, they just want you to know that they need you to be a way shower, and to hold the light for others, because I do feel as though whatever happens in the future, that you will have like this clarity and this connection um, to help guide others. If and you probably already do help guide others. Um, but that's what I have for you, Samantha. How about you, Miss Akela?
So I heard when you were reading her question, I heard wake up, wake up. So but then I'm here asking if they want me to go to any of my decks, and I'm not getting guided to any decks. But I'm drawn to your profile picture, that owl, the wisdom. If you think of an owl's vision, right? An owl can see so clearly in the nighttime. And I feel like what they were making me feel like, Samantha, is that you've been seeing things and like second guessing, or like, no, I didn't see that. And I feel like, and please, you can let me know if I'm going far left, or if, but I feel like, sometimes we see things in our peripheral vision. And then we're like, wait, was that a shadow? But yours is not in your peripheral vision. Yours, it might be something in front of you, but it may not be like how you're seeing me. And so you're like, I don't know. I'm not sure. You're doubting. And spirit is telling you, like the owl and the vision that the owl has in the nighttime to search for their food and whatever. Trust what it is you're seeing. Don't doubt yourself. I I, I feel like it's gonna get stronger. I don't. That's for you to confirm. Um, but yeah, your image is what spirit is telling you. You have the idea. You have the vision of an owl. So trust what it is you're seeing. Don't second guess yourself. Because the more you second guess yourself, you're kind of like stumping it down, right? Because you're not believing that you can do this, you can see this. And spirit is telling you, yes, 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 yes. So that's what I have for you. I don't have a card for you because they're not guiding me to any of my cards, but that's what I have for you. Trust what you see. And then, oh, okay. Wow. So what you can do, and I know Jean has, I think Jean, you have said, you've told them, don't come in the middle of the night, don't come in the dark, don't. So if it makes you feel, if you see something and you find it's making you feel uncomfortable because you don't know what it is you're seeing, have a conversation with your guides, maybe if they can maybe not come whatever time they're coming in the morning or at night, and to make sure and ask them, put up to help you protect yourself just in case. But I don't feel like it's anything. It's for your good, but just have the conversation with your guides and
Mhm.
trust. Yeah, and document, because it's only going to build and build and build. And
Mhm.
ask them, why am I seeing this? Is there a purpose? They may not give you the answer right away, but there's a reason why you are able to see what you can see. Okay.
Give them a time to come and for the visions to be there, and let them know that it's important that you get a restful night's sleep and uh, not to visit you during that time. And the reason why they do that is because all of our defenses are down and our ego and our judgment is down, and we're in like that twilight or that halfway between awake and asleep. It's because we're like in a meditative space, and that we can accept or see or feel. So when you do your own meditation or sit quietly and say, these are the times when I sit down and I say, now that I'm ready, these are the times that I invite in the visions or the visitations and the information. But when I'm sleeping at night, that is, I need my sleep, and that's my boundary not to come in. But they need you in a quiet, meditative space so that you can see them, so that they can come in so gently, and they're very, very subtle, that if you were full awake and your ego was on, your ego would be like, you're not seeing anything. Well, that's what I have. Good job, Akela. Good job, Samantha. Ooh, that was interesting. Anybody feel the hand on their back? I felt a hand on my back. I didn't know what the heck it was. Right in the middle of my back, like guiding me, pushing me forward.
And Samantha said last time there was a lot of them. They seem very supportive. Yeah. And if they make you feel otherwise, and again, I'm drawn back to your image and the colors. You see how colorful. But if you think of, like, when I go to this lake, not too far from me, and one time I sit and I was staring at the water, because I noticed that as the sunlight hit the water, it created like these little jumping stars. And I'm like, no, that's my eyes are playing tricks on me. But as I stared even more, I started to see like lavender, purple come in, pink. So all the colors of your owl that's on there. I think that there's a reason why you picked that specific owl. You don't know why, but trust and believe that whoever is coming to you, they're coming for a reason. And especially you said there are many of them. But if you feel like uncomfortable, one thing Jean in the beginning always taught is send it love and light, send it love. If I feel uncomfortable, I'm like, I don't care who you, I'm sending you love. If you are not of love and light, you are not welcome here. If you are high vibration of love and light, then welcome. So try that too, Samantha. All the best.
Mhm. Yep. All the best to you, Samantha. All right. You're welcome. And Lisa Davies is next. And after Lisa is Jessica Lynn and Wanda Grant. Jessica Lynn and Wanda Grant are after Lisa. So Lisa said, I feel my connection to my Nana and other guides deepening. I'm shown symbols that come and go so fast I can't remember them. Any idea of what they're about?
Mhm. Okay, so I
Um,
didn't. Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, I want your
So
first.
what spirit flashed across my mind is I also have started to see them, but they're like real faint and real quick, right? So what they're saying is happening is that a lot of us are starting to see these images, these codes, but the time it isn't right yet for us to fully understand what it is. Because I've been asking the same question, what is this about? Why am I seeing these signs and symbols? So, but that's what I immediately got for you, Lisa. Is that the time isn't right yet. We're getting a lot of information, and it's going to eventually each one of us individually, not is going to eventually know what that message is meant for, what we are supposed to do with it. But you can go ahead, Gina. I'm gonna see if I get anything else.
I think that they're light codes. I
Mm-hmm.
think that they are your um, ascension light codes. I think that they are meant for um, changing in your frequency and in your subconscious, that consciously it's not of the human, it's not in your 3D awareness. It is deeper than that. It is in your soul's awareness. And I feel as though they're like calibrating you and like getting your DNA codes or your light codes or your ascension, sort of tweaking information for your soul, and um, and to trust that it's not for you to remember in your wakened state or in your conscious state, because your ego will negate it and say, oh, that's not really what you think it is, or that's not for us. And ego is not always, I mean, ego is great for living life here on earth, but it's not great for awakening. It's important to allow that balance. But I feel as though these light codes are not meant to be remembered. They're meant to be assimilated and absorbed, is what I feel and hear and sense. And I feel as though it's light codes. I
Mm-hmm.
do feel you may be tuning into a new frequency, that they're sort of like calling, putting, like changing the dial on a radio dial. They're changing the frequency either for you, to you, to connect with you. And it's almost like they're sending out these frequencies or this call. Um, but it takes time, and it's when it's time for you to remember and to be act upon these, you will begin to remember and be able to act upon them. Just and it is really important that you do record that you're getting them, and that you can't remember them, and that you will look forward to the day when that all makes sense. And you can just ask for validation. How about you, Miss Akela?
So what I saw was like and you can let us know when they come in. Does it come in like it's like a powder blue, very, very light blue light that I keep seeing flashing across the back of my eyes. And then I heard spirit says that you are on your path. So I think if you are doubting where you are, doubting what you're getting, what you're seeing, what you're doing, they're reminding you, okay, it's more golden. Okay. They're reminding you that you are on your path. So don't feel like you are not there. But that's what I have for you. Yeah.
Yep. I think it's coming from your teachers as well. I heard teacher, like not just a guide, but a teacher. And it's almost like you're remembering a past life. There's certain, or a parallel life. But I love that it's almost like a frequency. You know how when you call and it has like those concentric circles that go out, and that's what it looks like to me. Aw, you're welcome. You're welcome, Lisa. All the best to you. All right. Oh, I think I just undid the next one. I tried to hit it.
Jessica.
Jessica,
Let me see if I
I'm
can.
going to have to go back and get it. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Um, Here she is. Um, I hit to click on it and it clicked away. It's very easy to do that. After Jessica is Wanda Grant. Wanda, just say hello. Let us know you're still here. Let me just get back down to the,
Bottom.
and I think Jessica's still here. Is Jessica still here? Did she say yes?
Not yet. I think she did earlier, but not yet.
Yep. Okay. May I have a message from my spirit guides? Anything they'd like me to know right now?
Okay.
They want you to have more fun. They want you to, you are sort of worried and you're being counter. You say, okay, this, and you hold on to like something that you heard or read or understand, and you're you feel as though you're you're trying to control the outcome, and that you're holding on to every little string. And they said that they can't come in and help to guide you when you're holding on so tightly. And they said to let go and to move in the flow. Trust them. They want you to move into the flow and allow yourself to be guided. And I feel as though you're holding on to this and holding on to that because you've had to work so hard earlier in your lifetime to get from one place to another. But this is not the same type of advancement or progress. It's not, you don't have to work hard for this progress. What you have to do is trust, believe, and let go. And I think that you've heard this, and I think that you know this, and I think that this is a reminder for you, but they want you to feel what it feels like to be in the flow. So that's what I have to say. How about you, Miss Akela?
Okay, so for Jessica, I might ask for a song for you. And the song I heard was, and it just is goes, don't worry, be happy now. And this ties into what Jean, because when you hear that song, you just want to move. You just want to, so allowing this energy to flow and move, releasing whatever doesn't, so don't stay stagnant. But then they took me to the line. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to, I have take, but I don't say it's take. I don't think it's take, but you might want to something it note for note. So I think in that line, they're telling you to journal, to document, to write out whatever it is you're dealing. Everything, don't worry, be happy. Yeah. Um, because writing is a form of release, right? If you're dealing with grief, you can write a letter to the loved one. I know I got that a while back, and man, did that work. So, not saying that you're dealing with grief, but if you are, write a letter to the person expressing your authentic feelings. Don't hold back. If you were angry, if you were sad, if you want to talk about the happy times, if you want to talk about, sometimes the grief makes you feel so sick to your stomach, you want to throw up, write all that out to whomever it is, even if it's somebody who's getting you upset. Write it out, write out all the emotions. Spirit is telling you to release it. So I think that's why they're guiding me to that. The song, Don't Worry, Be Happy, and specifically that line, because most times I can't remember lyrics to a song. So I'm going to also pull a card for you real quick from the Angel Guide deck. Let me see what they want you to know real quick. You got the Yes card. And if you look at this spirit guide, is that a he? Well, it looks like a he. He or they are very excited. They're welcoming. They're saying yes to being happy. Yes to having a joyful life. Yes to finances increasing. Yes, yes, yes. Because the more that you say yes, and you're doing it with excitement, with joy, with a heart full of wonderment. Oh, that's not a word I would normally use, but a heart full of wonderment, right? Things will be okay. Say yes, because Spirit has your back. Spirit is saying whatever you want, you can have. But like this guide, be open, be welcoming, be excited. Don't sit and worry, be happy. And that's what I have for you, Jessica Lynn.
more play,
Yeah.
less worry, right? And all of that. And I just wanted to remind everybody, I put Akela's link back in, and please do go over and subscribe and share, like, and hang out. She has wonderful content um, to go and check out, and she's an amazing, amazing reader. And we need to support our new readers here on um, on the YouTube, right?
Mhm.
So oh, Jessica says, thank you for the messages. Very much appreciated. You're welcome. Um, and she said, very true. I do have a hard time letting go. I think I got, uh, yeah, you're welcome. All right. So next is Wanda Grant. And Wanda said she's here. I saw her. And she said, a message from Joseph, my husband, who passed over 10 years ago. Wow. Let's see what Joseph wants to come in.
And it's interesting when we hear 10 years and they're like, no, that is not 10 years, because for us, we think, time wise, it's long for us. But then they're like, no, 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 I'm still right here, kind of thing. So always remember that, Wanda, that even though it's been 10 years Earth time, for them, it's, there's no time because they're still here with us. We just have to allow. Wow. And I feel like I'm doing this for a reason. I just don't know why. Um Spirit had me tell someone something the other day before we jump into Wanda's reading. And when we have to allow ourselves to grieve, and grief can take an earth time, many years, right? Because we are sad, we're missing the person. But when we don't go through the process, we stay in that vibrational energy that is of sadness and guilt and everything that is not for our highest good. So when we lift our vibration, when we go through the process of grief, every stage of it, and there's pages that tells you the different stages of grief, and allow ourselves to go through, it doesn't get we don't forget the grief, it just gets easier to manage it. And with managing it, our vibration starts to raise, and that allows our loved ones to be able to come in to our dreams. I hear people tell me all the time, I've never dreamt my mother who died, or I've never dreamt my father. And I had to say to someone, have you allowed yourself to grieve? Because they had that trapped emotion, they never allow themselves to go through the process. So their loved ones can't come. It's hard. Mind you, I'm dreaming the family member. And I'm like, well, why am I dreaming your family member? But one, they know I'm open. And two, I had to tell the person, cry. It's okay to cry. But I just wanted to share that. And I guess Spirit wanted me to share that message. For everyone, don't stay stuck in that bubble of what was. The only thing constant is change. And while they're not with us in the physical, in the spiritual, they're always walking beside us. Okay. That's it, Jean. Let me see what else.
So, Wanda, the first thing I heard from Joseph is that he's very proud of the strength that you've displayed and that you possess. He said you're a very strong woman. He's saying that he's sorry that you missed out on the years of growing old together, and he's saying that you are always his young bride in his eyes, and that he still sees you from like when at the time that you two met each other and were madly, madly in love. And he wants you to remember him this way. He wants you to remember him as that young, strapping, naive, fumbling young man that was trying to provide for his family. And he's saying that you're my bride. Sorry. and that he loves you today and always. He's saying, you know, uh, the connection that we had together. And he's saying, you helped to make a beautiful home for us. And he's saying, I would have not been able to do it without you. And you say that you would not have been able to do it without him. And now that you find yourself without him here in this world, he's saying you're doing a beautiful job. You're a very strong woman and that you're doing it for both of us. I do feel as though you are quite independent and that you are sort of content with maybe not having a companion. But he's saying that if you should choose to engage with a companion, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you comfortable, is what he wants you to know. Um, I feel as though he was very straightforward. Like he wasn't afraid to like say his feelings, and you two had good communication together because he's telling me like straightforward and open and honest, and not like I was a whatever. He's saying that we were, and he's saying that connection, and he's saying that you were very fortunate to have that connection, and he wants you to know that you were his everything. You were the moon, you were the stars, you were the light, you were the reason he woke up in the morning. He wants you to know that even though he didn't profess his love to you like this on through the years, he's saying that in that beginning when he would profess his love to you, I think he had very sweet words and would open up his heart and just share his true feelings with you. And he's saying you're still the only one. And he just wants you to know that he loves and cherishes you, your heart, your mind, your soul, and he wants you to remember the beautiful connection that you had. Um, and he wants to. I feel he's saying something about the kids. He wants to send his love to the kids, and he wants you. I feel as one of your children. Obviously, they all look like him, but one of your children has his mannerisms, and it's almost like you say you have your father all over you, or you. That sounds just like your father. Like as your kids grow up, you see more and more of him in them, and it's like a bittersweet. Um, and he wants you to know that he's watching over you and the family. And he's just sending you, lots of love and um protection. He's still there. And he says, and ask anything that you want, just ask. So that's where I'm going to stop it. He's pretty communicative, pretty open, and very straightforward. And I love his heart. I love that he's still in love with you as much as he was from the first day. How about you, Akela?
Okay. So what I got from Joseph was, you are the love of his life. And he was, I literally felt, because I didn't see, but like if he was grinning from ear to ear. It's so interesting that my ears was feeling like it was being tickled, that he was so, the exuberance of the love I feel that he had for you. So you were the love of his life, and he made me feel a strength for the kids. And I don't know, I know that I read for you a while back, Wanda, but I don't know, the way he's making me feel is as if others may have felt that with his absence, you may not have been able to have the strength needed for the kids, whether that be emotionally, financially, whatever support they needed. I that's what I was feeling. But he's proud that you proved others wrong, that you were able to do it. Um, I got this card again. He says, always remember me by the happy memories we created. Um, no matter what he wants you to know, it was his time to go. It was his time to go. So we couldn't change that. his mind is free. So I don't know if he passed of complications with the head, but he is free. His mind is free. And he wants you to know that whatever happened, however it happened, it was not your fault. Nothing was your fault. And that's what I have for you, Wanda. And I hope that helps and makes sense to you.
Yeah, we'll give her some time. Just let us know if that. Usually I stop, but he was coming through so clearly. And it was the connection that you had together is still very strong. And your connection never dies. So he wants you to know that that connection is still there. So I don't know. Something may have happened. I don't know why she's. Just let us know you're okay, Wanda. You can put like hit any key. Um, okay, well, that is going to be the show today. I want to respect Akila's time and your time. I know there's many other shows that are going to be on this fabulous Sunday, and I want to thank you, Miss Akela. It's been so much fun doing readings together. I love reading together with Akela. We will be back again in the future.
Yes.
And later on today, just so everybody knows, if you want to come back, I am going to be with Val from Dragonfly Crystals at 2:30 Eastern and 11:30 Pacific. And we're looking forward to having a little chat about the ascension process and about, the current energies on Earth and in humanity. We talk about some broad subjects there. Aww. So Wanda says, "Oh wow, yes, I have two kids. Daughter looks and has his mannerisms. Thank you. You're welcome." She may be like a few seconds behind. You know how people jump in on
Yeah.
the live.
Yeah.
Yep, they have his mannerisms. Yep. Oh, very nice. Yep. I felt the love. He's very, very much a love dove. So thank you again, Akila. Thank you again, everybody. We're gonna go now, and I wish everybody have a wonderful weekend. The rest of your weekend, enjoy your holiday weekend, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.